Good morning, students. So myself Neeraj Chauhan. So today we are going to discuss a topic in physics, that is chapter number 1, that is the motion. So today we are going to discuss about the distance time graph and displacement time graph as well as the velocity time graph. We have studied in the previous classes that about the motion and the different types of motion that the object can have. So today in this class we will discuss about the different types of graphs. So our first graph is, that is distance time graph. That is distance time graph. So first of all, you should know what is the graphical representation. Actually, our topic is graphical representation of motion of an object. So in graphical representation, we describe the motion of an object with the help of a graph, and there are different types of graph. In that, first type of graph is distance time graph. So we will see here as the object moves and it changes its position. Okay, for example, you can say, suppose at time t equals to 0, when we start observing the motion of an object, at that time that is taken as 0. At that time, suppose the displacement, that is s, is equal to 0. That means the object is initially at rest. Suppose at time t equals to 1 second, when he will move through some distance. Suppose the displacement or the distance covered by the body becomes 5 meter. Okay, and after suppose 2 seconds, the distance or the displacement covered by the body, suppose it becomes 10 meter. Okay, now after 3 seconds, suppose the distance becomes 15. After 4 seconds, suppose the distance or displacement becomes 20. Okay, in this way the object is moving. So what we will do, we will represent this motion, okay, such type of motion, with the help of graph, which is known as graphical representation of the motion of object. So in that graph we will study the first type of graph, that is distance time graph. So we will see actually what is distance time graph. So distance time graph, in distance time graph we will plot two things or the two quantities. The first quantity will be plotted along x-axis and the second quantity, physical quantity, will be plotted against y-axis. So on x-axis what we will do, we will make a graph like this, and on x-axis we will plot time. We will have the coordinates of time, and on the y-axis we will plot the coordinates of distance or displacement. For a straight line motion, as you already know, the distance traveled by the body and the displacement of the body are always equal. So that's why we can say the distance or the displacement, when an object is moving along a straight line, then the distance or displacement of the body are always equal. That's why we can say this distance time graph or displacement time graph. Both are same if the object is moving along a straight line. So we will plot the time along x-axis and the distance or displacement along y-axis. Now what we will do, now I gave you some example. In like this, the object is moving, okay, whether he is moving uniformly or non-uniformly. Okay, then I have taken the example of uniform motion. You can see in each second the distance traveled by the body changes by equal amount. You can see at time 0 the displacement was 0. After 1 second the displacement traveled by the body becomes 5. Then after 2 seconds it becomes 10. After 3 it is 15. And after 4 seconds it is 20, and like this it is going on in this way. Okay, so we have to describe this motion. So such type of motion you know already, that is the uniform motion, we have discussed in the class. So what we have to do, this motion has to be described. Now we will describe plot, or we will describe this motion in terms of graph, which is known as graphical representation, and with the help of distance time graph. So you can see at time t equals to 0, what was the displacement? 0. So we will plot a point. So at this point, which is the origin of the graph, So you can see at this point the time was 0. So the displacement is also 0. The distance or displacement is represented by letter S and the time is represented by that is t. Okay. Now at time 0 the displacement was 0. Now at time 1 second the displacement is 5. Suppose this is 1, 2 second, 3 second, 4, 5 and like this. And we can take the scale for the distance also, a proper scale. We can take like 5 meter, this is 10, this is 15, this is 20 and like this it will go on. So at time t equals to 0, displacement is 0. After 1 second the distance is 5 meter. So what will be the point? At time 1 second the distance is 5. So this will be our point. Now after 2 seconds the displacement is 10. So after 2 seconds, this is the time 2 and the displacement or the distance is 10. So this will be our next point. Now after 3 seconds, the displacement is 15. In the same way we have to mark the next point. So after 3 seconds, displacement is how much? 15. So this will be our next point. In the same way we can plot the fourth point. So all these points will come in a straight line. Okay, fourth point we can also plot. So fourth point, at 4 seconds the displacement travelled by the body is 20. This will be our next point. So all these points you can see they are in a straight line. So now what we have to do? We have to just join all these points and see what we will get. So when we join all these points with the help of a scale, so you will get a straight line. Okay. So you will get a straight line. So this is known as the graphical representation. So we are getting a straight line means the distance time graph for an object moving uniformly. If an object covers equal displacement or equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the distance time graph of that object will be a straight line. You can see here we have got the straight line and making some angle with the direction of positive axis. This is the positive x-axis, this is the positive x-axis or the time axis. You can see this straight line, that is the distance time graph, is making some angle theta with the positive time axis or x-axis. So this is the nature of graph that we get in distance time graph. So I hope you have understood this. So now in the same way the distance time graph can also be plotted for non-uniform motion. This was the example for uniform motion. And in the same way, we can plot this distance time graph or displacement time graph for non-uniform motion also. How? Suppose, let us take this example. Suppose at time t equals to 0, that is the observing time, when we start observing the motion of the object. Then suppose he was at rest, the object was at rest. So the displacement is suppose 0. Now after 1 second, suppose he has moved through some distance, the object has moved through some distance, he has covered some distance, suppose it is 7 meters. Now after 2 seconds, suppose the distance or displacement becomes 10. Then after suppose 3 seconds, it becomes 20. And after 4 seconds, suppose it becomes 32. After 5 seconds, suppose it becomes 50. So you can see if the motion of the object is like this, means not uniform. In the previous example we have seen that the object was covering equal distances in equal time interval. In each second the object was covering the equal distance or displacement. But in this example that is for non-uniform motion. So what is non-uniform motion? You already know. The object covers unequal displacement in equal intervals of time. That means you can see in the first second the object is covering 7 meters. In the next second, that is from 1 to 2, the object is covering only 3 meters. Okay, and in the next second the object is covering 10 meters. In the next second it is covering 12 meters. So you can see in each second the object is has covered unequal distances or displacements. That's why we call this type of motion as non-uniform motion. So for this kind of non-uniform motion, we can also plot a distance time graph or displacement time graph, and we can see what will be the nature of that particular graph. So let us plot it. So that second one graph is for non-uniform motion. So this is for uniform motion, and second one, that is for non-uniform motion. So in non-uniform motion, on y-axis we will plot that is distance or displacement, and on x-axis we will plot the time. So at time t equals to 0, suppose time is 1 here, 2 seconds, 3, we will plot the values of time first, 4, 5, 6, like this. And distances we have to take a proper scale for that, 7, 10, 20. So we can take multiple of 7 or 5, you can take anything. That is 7, suppose starting from 7. So that is 14, 21, 28, 20, 35. Like this you can take. So at time t equals to 0, what was the displacement? 0. So this will be our first point. After 1 second, the distance becomes how much? 7. So after first second, the displacement is 7. So this will be our next point. Now after 2 seconds, you can see the displacement is how much? 10. So after 2 seconds, the displacement has become 10. So 10 will be just below the 14. So you can take this point. So this is our next point. So after 3 seconds, the displacement has become 20. So after 3 seconds, the displacement has become 20, just below the 21. You will get this point. Now after 4 seconds, it is 32. After 4 seconds, the displacement is 32. So 32 will be just here. So this is 32. So when you join all the, after suppose 5 seconds, it becomes 50. So 50 will be somewhere here. So when you join all these points now, so you will not get a straight line, instead you will get a curve. Okay? When you join all these points, when the object moves in non-uniform motion, when the object has non-uniform motion, you can see here, when we plot the distance or displacement time graph of an object moving non-uniformly, then you will see that all the points that we have plotted here are not in a straight line. They are, okay, when we join all these points, you will get a curve rising upward or rising downward also, because if the display, you can see here the distance in each second is increasing. In first second it was suppose 7, in the next second it becomes 10, in the next second it becomes 12, in the next second it becomes 18. It means in each second the distance or displacement traveled by the body is increasing. That's why we are getting this curve which is rising upward. If the displacement or the distance covered by the object in non-uniform motion in each second is decreasing, okay, if the distance traveled by the object is decreasing with time, then we will get this curve that is rising down, that is not rising upward, that will go downward, okay, like this. And you will get this type of graph. So this is what the graph that we have get for the object that is moving non-uniformly. So we get a curve. So basically what is the difference? When the object moves in uniform motion, when the object has uniform motion, then we will get a straight line, distance time graph. And when the object moves non-uniform motion, when the object has non-uniform motion, we will not get a straight line. Instead, we will get a curve which is rising upward or which is coming down. Okay, either graph you can get. So this is all about the distance time graph that we have studied here. So, and the last step and the last type of this distance time graph, one more case is there, which is the last point of this distance time graph. That is, if suppose object is not moving, suppose this is distance, this is time. Suppose the object is not changing its position, or the object is stationary, or it is at rest. So what will happen at time t equals to 0? Suppose the object has covered some distance initially, suppose 5 meters. Now I am not taking it to 0, because when I saw the object, when I observed the object, it has already covered some distance. Okay, he has covered some distance, or object has covered some displacement. After 1 second, suppose now the distance is stationary. Now this object will not move. Object has come to stop. So after 1 second, the displacement will remain 5. Okay, if the object is not moving, then after 2 seconds, the object displacement will still remain same. That is 5. and after 3 seconds also the object distance will still remain same. Means if the object is stationary, if the object is not moving, okay, then whatever be the time, as the time goes on, the displacement will never change, it will remain same. So we can see here what will be the nature of displacement or distance time graph for such kind of situation. So you can see, at suppose this is 5, this is 10, and this time 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So at time 0, when we observe the object, the displacement that he has covered was 5. So this will be our first point. That means at time t equals to 0, the displacement he has covered, that was 5. Now after 1 second, the displacement is still 5. So this point we will get, because the displacement will not change because the object is stationary. After 2 seconds, the displacement will remain same, this point. After 3 seconds also, it will remain same. After 4 seconds, it will remain same. When you join all these points, you will get a straight line parallel to the time axis. Okay, so this is the last case of distance time graph, and all these 3 graphs that you have to study. So if the object is stationary, the graph of the distance time graph will be a straight line parallel to the time axis. If the object is moving uniformly, the distance time graph will be a straight line passing through the origin, okay, and it will be a straight line inclined at some angle to the time axis. And if it object is moving non-uniformly, means having a non-uniform motion, the distance time graph will be a curve rising upward or coming down. Okay, all these graphs are for distance time graph. So this is all about the distance time graph. So students, I hope you have understood this. So thank you very much.